Ah, fucking hell. Wait, we lost. Aston Villa away. 1-0 loss. Common theme this season in the league, away from home, losing 1-0. To be fair, with this loss compared to the Newcastle one, I do think we actually played a lot better. Still really frustrating, I can't lie. But, we shouldn't have lost. We really shouldn't have lost. I need to have another look at that Havertz goal. I think we've been... I'm not going to be that guy that says, it's corruption in it, and we're robbed and blah, blah, blah. But I do think it should be a goal. But I need to have another look, so I'm not going to completely judge it. But I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that because we shouldn't have lost that game. I would have taken a point before. The fact that we've lost now puts a lot more pressure on us when we go to Anfield in a couple of weeks' time. Which, God almighty, that's going to be tough. The 2 away games, the 3 away games that I looked at us, specifically, 4, in the first half of the season, we had Newcastle away, Chelsea away, Villa away, Liverpool away. Chelsea away, we were awful. Should have lost. Somehow scraped a point. Newcastle away, a draw was a fair result, but obviously Stuart Outwell's a knob. But we lost. But we didn't play well either. Today we've lost, but we've not actually played that bad. The only thing we didn't do was score. We done everything else near enough, well enough to at least get a draw, in my honest opinion. Sickening blow, especially after Liverpool winning today in the last minute. But I said it at the start of the season, and everyone laughed. Oh, Liverpool, they're gonna drift. They're gonna be battling for top 4. People just don't know what they're on about sometimes. I said it from day dot. Liverpool will challenge for the league because there's no pressure on them. And to be honest with you, if they invest in January, they'll be thereabouts. And at the moment, who's saying that Aston Villa aren't going to challenge for the Premier League? If they invest in January as well, they're another team. If they can invest in January, if their owner maybe backs Emery and says, you know what, let's push for the title. Who knows? The last 2 games, Aston Villa, they beat City, beat them at their own game, played unbelievably against City, and they got a 1-0 win against us and defended quite well. That is against first and second from last season. So Aston Villa at home, I mean, their home form is unbelievable. They could probably go and beat them at home. There's not really many teams left to beat them at home. Maybe Liverpool. Listen, it's a long season. Many things will change. I think is it 16 games in? Not saying Villa will win the league, but they're in for a really good shot at top 4. And I mean, what an achievement that would be for Emery in his first full season to get Aston Villa top 4. But I'm really annoyed because I don't think we should have lost that today, and it's a sickening blow because if we got a point today, it keeps us going for Brighton next week at home, who I think we'll win against. And then the Anfield game, it's going to be tough. Liverpool away, and I'm not looking forward to it. I don't like going to Liverpool away. It's probably the worst place to go to really for us. We haven't won there in I think 11 years. 11 and a half years. Now, of course, player ratings. Let's start off with David Raya in goal. He was shocking on Tuesday, but to be honest, I don't think he did that bad today. I think couldn't have done much about the goal. It was quite close to him. So I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think he did anything wrong, really. There was a couple of saves he made in the second half on the counter-attack, which I think he done what he had to do, really. So, yeah, I'd say 6. Ben White, again, poor. Honestly, I think Tomiyasu being injured now is just... It's come at the worst time because Tomiyasu was playing really well. Ben White was coming back from an injury. Ben White, really poor. I think he should actually get closer to John McGinn for the goal. I'm going to give Ben White a 4, to be honest. I think he was really poor. He didn't do anything in an attacking sense. So, yeah. I'm going to have to give him a 4, I'm afraid. Saliba and Gabriel, for me personally, these two, they never really do much wrong. I think Saliba and Gabriel were actually okay. I thought they were perfectly fine. They did nothing wrong. They both managed Watkins fairly well. I both give them a 6, to be honest. Again, the same thing like Tuesday. I don't think they were at fault for any of the goals. I think they were both perfectly fine. And them two are crucial. If we have any chance of winning the league this season, we need them two fit. If them two don't stay fit, then sayonara. Alexander Zinchenko. This guy is such a frustrating player. Defensively, he seems to never learn. Got caught out for the goal today. Going to give him a 3. He was shocking all game. And I mean, he brought on Reece Nelson for the last 5-6 minutes. I think Zinchenko should have been taken off after 60 minutes. Even after the first half. Zinchenko was shocking. He made about 3 good passes in the whole game. So, yeah. Poor from Zinchenko. I'm going to give him a 3. Honestly, I think he was that poor. Declan Rice. One of his poorer performances, I think. I think John McGinn and Douglas Luiz really had him in the midfield. Shows how good Villa's midfield is. How much Emery has made them such a good unit. That Kamara, Luiz and McGinn, them three, it's good, man. What Emery's got doing there, he's cooking, shall we say. You know, Emery, to be fair to him. I think Declan Rice, I'm going to give him a 5. I think he's average, to be honest. He didn't do much wrong, but there's nothing much he really did, to be fair. And he was probably one of his poorer games for Arsenal, but I'm not going to turn on him because the other day is probably his only poor game to date. Martin Odegaard, I think too passive. I think he was really poor. I'm going to give him a 4. He should score. That Martinez chance, the Martinez save, from his shot. I don't know why Odegaard, he seems to have this thing where he overcomplicates things. Just go with your right foot or go to the near post. I don't know why he needs to take another touch, then to set himself to shoot. Martinez already knows what he's going to do. And it's good movement from Martinez to put himself in a position to be able to save it. Odegaard 4. Shocking. He was really poor. Passive, just didn't do much. I mean, he put in the ball for the Havertz goal that got disallowed, but other than that, shocking, honestly. He was really poor. And again, thing is, the difference with Tuesday was that he delivered the cross that Declan Rice scored from. Today he was poor. Kai Havertz, honest to God, right? I thought he was alright today. I genuinely think he's probably our best player. I'm gonna give him a 7. I didn't think he'd done much wrong. I think he was winning the ball. He was working for the team. Nearly saved our skin at the end. I think the good thing with Kai Havertz now is that I think he's beginning to improve week on week. And I think now that since that Brentford goal, hopefully, he's going to become the type of player that Arteta's brought him to be. So, I think he's a positive again, to be fair. Bukayo Saka, I thought he'd done okay. I'm going to give him a 5 though. I just didn't think he really done much. I mean, he had a save. Yeah, he had a shot that was saved, from Martinez in the first half. But other than that, didn't really do much. Martinelli was poor. Honestly, Martinelli, I'm a little bit disappointed with Martinelli the way he's played this season. He's not really hitting the heights. At least Saka, he's not. You can argue Saka's not performing as well as he did last year, but I think the game has become harder for Saka and Martinelli, to be honest. Last season, they were offered a little bit more space. Teams, I don't think they know how to play against us. I think teams just prepare for us a lot more, which comes with the territory if you're going to try and win a league. Like, do you know what I mean? Teams will, study you more and give you a bit more respect. But I think Martinelli was really poor. I think every time he got the ball, he never looked like getting past Konza or Cash. Going to give him a 4. I think he was really poor, honestly. I was really disappointed with Martinelli, especially I thought, use your pace, and he never really backed himself in a foot race against the opposing fullback. Gabriel Jesus, I thought was okay. I'm going to give him a 6. I thought he tried. But other than that, it was not really the best, I think, performance from him. There was a chance that he had in the second half where if he just takes it down, if he actually controls it properly, he has a shot on goal. Should he have got a penalty? I don't know. Again, I need to have another look at it. It looked like a penalty, but it might have been soft, to be honest. I think there was 2 penalties that we probably should have had on Tuesday that were a lot worse than what happened today. So, Leandro Trossard, again, shocking. He did nothing when he came on. 4, honestly, shocking. Eddie Nketiah, I mean, he didn't really do much when he came on. He had a wayward header at the end of the game. 4. I mean, the problem we got with Eddie is that he's a nice guy, but I just don't think he's the type of striker you need if you're going to be winning the league. Bringing him off the bench, I don't know, I think you need better options there up top. We need to be looking at a striker in the next year and a half, I think. If not January, we need to get one in the summer. So, yeah. I'm really annoyed. Reece Nelson, I'm not going to rate. I'm not going to rate Reece Nelson. He had absolutely no chance to do anything. I think he only touched the ball about 2 times. So, yeah. But, I don't know. This game was very frustrating. We should have lost, but we weren't going to finish the season with just 1 loss. So, Premier League this season is really competitive. And to be honest with you, I don't know who's going to win the league this year. The only thing that will stop this league from being competitive, as it should be this season, in theory this season you can have you have at least 3 teams going for it, if not 4 with Villa. The only thing that will stop this is if in January City just go on an absolute mad one, which they've done in the past, but I don't know if they do this time. I don't think you can keep doing things again and again and again and again and again to the point where, I think if City are in a position where they can either win the league or win the Champions League again, I think they'd probably rather pick the Champions League. That's what I feel. Maybe I'm saying that out of hope because I really want Arsenal to win the Premier League. But I don't know. I'm probably not in the state of mind to really talk about who's going to win the league this season, as of now anyway. But disappointing. We have lost to a good team, but it's not in the way. It's frustrating because we shouldn't have lost. Anyway, gotta dust ourselves down. The good thing is that we have PSV next, so hopefully we'll be able to rotate a few players and rest them up for the game that we have against Brighton on Sunday at home. That's a big game, especially after what happened last season. We're going to come for Brighton. I think we're going to beat Brighton. I'm really confident against them, to be fair. So, yeah. Shit. Unai Emery does it again. I'll see you later. Like, subscribe. I'll try and end this video off on a positive note. At least we're not Man United.